Ladies and gentlemen, last episode, several weeks before, our brave adventurers managed to acquire themselves a spacecraft and flew themselves across the universe back to Earth. And upon arriving, they realized that they had found their assailants, invasion force sent by the god Anubis. And they're already bombarding Stargate operations as we speak. They had arrived. Stop it. Stop it from ever beginning. They're not. But we'll see if they have arrived in time to save their friends or employers. And we continue from space, where several wings of enemy fighter crafts are approaching, as well as a steady bombardment of energy blasts raining down upon the spacecraft. One of them hitting your ship square on, causing damage, shaking the ship, making cheap plastic tubes fall from the ceiling and steam escape from consoles. We can't take many more of this, Captain. We already lost the coffee maker.
I did not sound like that. That's deep of it.
Oi! You're thinking I'm quoting you? Oh, you racist son of a gun.
Yeah.
I'm hearing everything in quadruplicate. Okay.
Maybe close to M3 of your speakers? Sorry. Still a little bit of cough left. But either way, yes, your ship has just taken some damage and is shaking uncontrollably. One of the victims to this is Carlos. Not Carlos. Doug, who hits his head on one of the support beams and goes out like a light bulb. The ship shakes violently, and the computer system announces damage detected on the damage detected on structural integrity 72%. And the situation continues as before. You have several approaching wings of hostiles closing in on your position, arriving any moment now. You can feel approach.
I shot one.
You did.
I shot one last time.
You shot one, but there is more.
Well, we've got Akko number 1 leader on the tail gun and Akko number 2 on the other wing, I think.
Yeah. Jaelle and I are not really able to do anything at this point because there is no place for us other than, oh, look, there's another one. Oh, I could do.
Well, no, one of you is on the big gun.
No, that's Wendy.
That's Wendy.
You decided to give it to Wendy. You know why? But you decided to.
She
wanted to shoot.
Because she had gunner.
She had gunner.
Wendy's on the big gun. We have 2 of our buddies on 2 of the guns. You're on one of the guns.
Dan is on one of the guns.
Yeah. That's
it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So all 4 guns are taken.
So what do you girls want to do if you're not participating on the guns?
Damage repair?
I actually want to see if there's some way I can see what's happening on Earth while they're distracted, with the fighters fighting. I want to see if we can communicate
You
down there.
could use the sensor station to see if you can get any sort of information back and forth.
Yes.
So that would be a electronics check with either intellect or education.
Okay.
That's my favorite role.
I just tried to do it and it is not doing it.
Ready?
Yeah, I tried electronics. Clicking on it. It's not.
And did you go into Roll20 and click the second box?
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Yeah, no, still not used to it. Okay. That's a grand total of 5. Yeah, this system is too alien for you. You try getting something, but all you keep on coming up is beep, 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 beep. And you're not entirely sure which buttons you're pressing wrong.
And then Mac.
That takes you a couple of minutes. So, meanwhile, Jaelle, what do you want to do?
We don't know the full system's layout, right? Like what it can and cannot do besides shoot.
Indeed.
Is there a way I can look up the manual?
Yes. Yes, there is a way to look up the manual. I do believe it's called accessing the computer system and asking.
Yeah, you're looking for the README file.
Weren't we doing that in the 3 hours on
Basically.
the way over here?
No, we weren't fully. We asked for certain things, not everything.
No, but we had
were
3
learning
hours.
we were learning how to shoot the guns. That's what we were doing for 3
Apparently
hours.
you were doing that, so yeah.
Yeah. So we weren't asking everything about what the ship is capable of doing.
Okay, so every combat round you can ask me one question and I will answer it. Unless you want to use a skill to enhance that somehow. What about Steven?
I kind of want to assess.
You mean Mac, I hope.
No, I mean Steven. Steven MacDonald.
The cat came back.
Yeah, I just had to pick a name just to annoy the heck out of you, didn't I?
Hi, my name's Dan, but you can call me John.
Yeah, I think I'm getting the sneaking suspicion this is where the slight passive aggressive is. Oh yeah, I'll just drop a grenade on this lap. You know, grenade counter is coming from. Okay. That can
Just
be that
figured that
attack.
out. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
I hadn't thought of it actually, but
No, I'm winding you up. Right. I think Mac's going to be kind of want to look over the kind of sensor readouts and actually try and figure out, what the kind of.
On that note, the sensor console has apparently is occupied by Stella.
It's been up.
Come here.
No, you're still trying your thing. It takes you a while before you quit. So Mac sensors are occupied.
All right, so they're occupied. Okay.
Mm.
Is there?
fix your belt with this damn thing.
Yeah. In that case, I'm just wanting to kind of look out the window and actually use the abilities of my little compatriot there to try and get a bit more information on what's approaching us.
Okay, so you're using your belt to overcome the lack of sensor stations.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I'm hoping they're within rate, or they're starting to get to the point where.
Give me electronics with a -2.
Right. Electronics.
You may use stats of intellect or education.
They're both going to be the same. 8.
Yeah. Okay, your sensor sweep reveals that you have a single large mothership in nearby vicinity approaching you. It is about 10,000 kilometers away. Meanwhile, the several small crafts totaling 28 are approaching rapidly. You would estimate they will arrive during the next combat round. Apparently, they haven't fired a single shot yet, so they probably have only very close range weaponry. And finally, there's a second mothership that is on the orbit and is currently moving its trajectory towards yours, and a third one that is continuing its bombardment on top of Mount Cheyenne. And this is your tactical situation. You see no other space vessels nearby.
At the moment, looks like we're heavily outnumbered. Here. And until we actually get an assessment of the effectiveness of our weapons against theirs, we might be outgunned.
Indeed.
Okay. Mark's going to internalize that. He's not going to actually say that to anyone, because the last thing you want to do is panic anyone. So he's thinking that, but he's not saying.
So, last I recall, I gave you 4 points of movement. Each point of movement is 1,000 kilometers, or +1 to dodge. You can use all 4 points in one round, and they will recharge every round. Unless your engine takes damage, in which case they may lower in number.
How close did we get?
10,000 kilometers.
10,000.
Well, last time we moved 2 and dodged 2 and got halfway there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but the closer we get, the
Yeah, now we are getting the actual combat rounds. Because I changed the rules for this session because it's more interesting this way.
We also have the fact that we're trying to get underneath the thing too.
Yeah, that would be considered dodge maneuvers.
And our big gun only shoots from 1,000 meters away. I think we said.
correct.
1,000 kilometers, you mean?
Yeah, 1,000 kilometers, yes.
If it's 1,000 meters, we got to stick our nose up its ass.
No, sorry.
Basically.
1,000 kilometers. Sorry. I'm getting my distances mixed up.
Metrics.
Yeah, I'm dividing by 10 automatically.
It's okay. Me and
Dividing by
Stella
1,000.
are trying to are gonna have to convert it because again we're Imperial, not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just think of them as
Basically,
miles and say kilometers.
A yard
No.
Because
is
you're using the same numbers. it
slightly
doesn't
shorter
matter.
than a meter. Okay? That's
No.
3
okay.
feet. 3 feet equals a yard.
Yeah.
And
a
3
yard,
feet 3 inches is a meter.
Yeah.
So a close
yard-
enough approximation. Multiply a kilometer by 3 and imagine that as the amount of yards.
Or I just
No,
pull
amount
up
of feet.
the kilometer to feet situation on my computer. And voila!
Like,
I have it.
How about kilometer to a mile, which is
Actually,
1.6?
when it comes
Yeah,
to this
1
fiction, it doesn't matter if you speak about kilometers or miles, because in space, it even if it
Let's come up with a Klingon solution. They're all kilometers.
Helicams, yeah.
1,000 kilograms.
It honestly doesn't matter if you're imagining miles or kilometers. When it comes to the distances
No
of
one
over
can hear you
1,000
scream.
1,000 kilometers, it doesn't really matter because human eye couldn't see the difference anyway.
Okay, let's not do it in kilometers. Can we do it in meters? Because it's like
That's 1,000.
ridiculous.
Meters is
Kilometers.
meaningless.
Yeah, meters is small.
Is
compared to
microscopically
kilometers.
small. And it's 1,000 kilometers is the range of the weapon. So 1,000,000 meters.
You can shoot a Finland away from it.
How much is a click?
A kilometer.
Kilometer. It's just a military term.
Unless you're talking to unless you're talking to an alien, then you just click for a completely different measurement. But yay!
Yeah, you mean when they talk in clips?
That would be African, I believe.
Ooh.
Only languages I know that use clicks are African.
Good point. There's a few that do.
Or
Indeed.
some of the alien ones in Babylon 5, maybe. But
Yeah.
in any
See,
case,
when I looked up,
In any
was gonna say,
case,
they look at
Steven
kilometers.
does that, Stella does that, Jaelle does that, and what did Dan... Oh, I didn't ask Dan yet. What is Dan doing?
Dan shooting.
Dan
No.
is shooting.
Yes, Dan
Not
has been-
yet.
I shot last round and I hit something, so
Dan used up all his points last round. I don't remember what he was doing.
what
though.
points? I don't have points. That's
No,
Doug.
not Dan. Oh yeah, Doug. Sorry.
So, Dan, who do you want to shoot?
Well, the only thing that is in range is the small ships coming our way, so I want to shoot the small ships coming our way.
You want to shoot the small ship coming your way. Got that. Give me a shooting roll with gunner.
Oh, not laser turret? Oh, well, I guess it all comes out to the same thing, right?
It uses the gunnery skill, so...
Just a sec. Let's go back to skills just to make sure this is correct. Okay, it uses dex. Okay, it doesn't matter. So combat, charity, laser turret.
Pew.
Oh wow!
That's
That
a
was
grand
terrible.
total of miss.
And even if I'd hit, it wouldn't have done any damage.
Oh yeah, it's a double one. Yeah. Don't do it. Like, there's a couple of other shots being taken by the well, only one because the back turret can't really shoot forwards.
I
So-
thought we agreed to fly at it while spinning so that the back shot could get it. Take a shot.
Oh yeah, that's probably why you missed. Yeah.
Yeah, I fired when we were pointing the wrong direction. Oops.
Apparently these two other shooters are also not very proficient with the spinning maneuver, so they are taking their shots and blasting them into space instead of the enemy. So
So you're rolling crappy as I did. Okay.
yeah, basically. Oh wait, that's a double one. Is that on the attack? Yeah, it is a double one on the attack and damage. Oh boy, you getting real unlucky here, aren't you?
Oh shit. Thanks,
Oh.
Dan.
Hey, the boon die roll was a 2, though.
Yeah, but you weren't using that anyway. So, oh
Hold
boy.
on, everybody.
So, Dan, as you are taking your magnificent shot towards space, the laser gun decides to go on your face, and you take 11 points of damage before armor.
Ow. So 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Ow. Don't ask me to do anything with endurance right now. My mod is -2.
Ooh, you're running low.
I only have 8 endurance.
On the bad news, that laser gun is completely inoperable for the rest of the combat.
Oh, goody. I've been infected by macitis.
And then the swarm arrives. And they bombard your ship with many small blasts of energy. Let's see if any of them actually penetrate your armor.
I think we spent 2 on dodge.
Yeah. That's going to be a lot of damage. Need more dice.
And after playing Minecraft,
Okay, so the initial shots, they just come at you and ping off of your armor like no problemo. But there's just so many of them that they start hitting the same locations, and you take some minor damage. Your computer system announcing to Mac that you have hull integrity 68%. After the first volley of the swarm. Systems inoperable. Which one you starboard or port gun?
The one on the right.
So that would be the starboard, I think. Either way, that side gun inoperable, as well as the point defense system.
The point defense system is inoperable?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's always been inoperable. It was in the original manifest.
I guess I have something to do next round.
And then there is the bombardment of the main ship, because it doesn't really care about hitting these small flying things, does it? Ooh, boy. Right. Did you decide to use any on dodging this round?
We used 2 on dodging.
Use 2 on dodging. Okay. Well, that's not enough. That hits. And so both of the volley decides to connect with your ship, managing to get that many points through the armor. So your ship takes another strong hit, going, and I want somebody to roll me 2d6, please.
Oh crap! That's a crit roll.
Because you went over your threshold.
Well, Max, since you spoke up, why don't you do that roll?
No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
But Mackerel
So you guys can all hate me.
You already do.
Oh, snap.
I rolled a 1 on one of them. That's a good thing.
Not
Can't remember
necessarily.
how- I can't
It's just
remember how
rolling
to
for a
do-
location, not necessarily.
Yeah. can't
Yeah,
remember
your armor points are reduced by 1.
Mhm.
So the
Oh damn! it.
the big blast detached several large parts of the armor plating on top of your ship, reducing your overall damage resistance.
I guess someone's gonna go for maintenance.
Structural integrity 65%.
I did not work.
I don't know why it's not working.
I probably should
Can
actually
I-
type this down. Like,
Can I ask my question right now?
Yeah.
How do you repair this ship?
with appropriate tools and maintenance.
Oh, shit.
Where are these located?
No, you already asked your one question,
next
remember?
question.
You have to be specific, JL.
I was being specific. He was being his usual self as a computer.
Don't be Atlantic, be Pacific.
Oh, that was bad.
Specific.
Yeah. All right, next round, people. Let's start with my right-hand side, aka Mackie Boy. What do you do this round? Also, please let me know how many points do you wish to use on dodging and how many to advance. You are now 8,000 kilometers away from your main target. Oh, actually, it's approaching you. Make that 7,000.
Right.
I have a question. How fast are the How fast approaching were the little guys?
Very.
Okay, so it's not like if we put most of us into speed that they'd be out of range. They can keep up with us, I presume.
There's a possibility. You didn't do the math, really, did you?
I'll do the math now.
Okay, call me math.
Math is, I don't think that's a skill, is it?
It's science. It's science, baby. Deal with actually, that would be tactics. Tactics would do.
Well, math isn't tag. Okay, fine. I have no. Yeah. Okay, so here, and then I add the 3 for Jaelle grades. 7.
You weren't paying attention to that. So...
Wow, I've moved up from 2 to 4.
Woo. But yeah, Dan wasn't really paying attention to those stats, so he would need to dig them up, so he can't make it up on the go. But you could use your round on this instead of just thinking about it.
I have other things to do on my round.
Okay.
So
So we go back to
how many points of dodge and how many points of approach? We know that it's going to probably approach by 1,000 by itself anyway. So even if we used all movement, we couldn't get in range. So I think it's more important that we dodge. So maybe 1 and 3.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. What do you think, Jaelle and Mac?
Better to slow. It's either put the juice on and hope that we can outpace them, or if we can't outpace them, reducing our defense. It's then better to go more defense.
They are now much more likely to harm you because your armor got reduced.
So it's better to do evasive if we can outpace.
Are they also coming straight from the main big pyramid, or are they not all done?
No. At the moment, they're currently swarming around you like a bunch of seagulls trying to get your chips.
What I'm getting at is we need to figure out the amount that we have outside of those small ships.
About 20.
To make sure, about 20. We might have to keep also an eye on the bigger ship to make sure they're not redeploying a new one the moment we knock one of these down.
It's also an option, yes.
Good idea, Jaelle. You just gave him more ideas.
If they launch more, we'll see it. So at the moment, there's a bunch near us and nothing between us and the big ship. So we're back to, is 1 and 3 a good idea?
I think it's a good idea. What about you?
It's going to work. We just got to keep an eye.
Mac?
We were to put, just trying to think, if we put all of it into evasiveness, we're still closing the distance, we just less distance. But at the same time, that's more rounds of combat that we're in, so we're increasing the chances of us getting hurt. That's
okay, I'll give you the, unfortunately, Wooster's going to hear this. I'll give you the reason why I thought 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. If we do 1 and 3, we'll be at range 5,000 because we're at 7 right now, and it's moving 1,000. We're moving 1,000.
Yeah.
If you want, I can spend the round doing math with maybe a better skill, or better roll, and if we find out we're faster than the fighters, we can use all 4 and be in range to fire the big gun.
I like that idea. Dale.
I actually do like that idea.
Okay, 1 and 3 it is.
Please, I can go to a venue.
So, okay. 1 and 3. So you're dodging the 3. Now, Stephen and Mac, what are you doing? These rounds are approximately 6 minutes each. So,
How much of the actual mothership can I?
with your naked eye, none.
I'm guessing.
With
all
your
I'm getting is
sensors, you're getting a very nice, crispy image of it.
Is my companion able to give me a kind of readout on that mothership to kind of try and figure out where there's a nice spot to shoot it at?
So you're attempting to figure out weak spots on the enemy ship design. Right. Do you have skills such as spaceship design or?
I know I don't. There,
Ah.
I'm praying that maybe there's a wee kind of a cheat
A
sheet.
small
with my
exhaust
companion.
port below a bigger. No,
Yeah,
There's a small exhaust port in the
just with neon
Hail
signs saying
Mary.
shoot here.
equatorial.
It's a Hail Mary.
range.
It's a Hail Mary. Yeah. Hail Mary shot. Yeah. Okay.
It's only 2 meters wide. It's no bigger than a womp rat, you know.
I think we got the wrong star here.
Yeah.
You should be talking about inventing your phases and rotating your dilithium crystals. That would be the right franchise.
Oh, jeez.
no, it wouldn't.
No,
What?
it wouldn't.
That's Star Trek, not
That's
Stargate.
Star Trek.
That is the
There's
bullshit.
something weird that there's a lot of these sci-fi shows with the word star in it, you know.
What a shot!
Starman.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's not even
Sliders
a
does
joke.
not fall
So
into that category.
anyway, we are getting sidetracked by we're trying to kill this silence. So please focus.
Oh, go to light speed with our Battlestar.
No, it's jump tracing.
Anyway, so you want to figure out weak spots. Well, suggest a skill you want to do it with.
Recon?
A recon, yeah, I see that as appropriate. Please use it.
11?
11. You scan for it, and you do notice that it does have apparently unprotected what's it? Hangar entrances. They seem to be like very good inways to inside without actually shooting at an armor plating. Though what that implies is completely beyond your understanding. So, next, Jaelle, what would you like to do this round?
I was actually going to ask the computer map and tools at the same time.
So, how do you phrase this one question?
Where are the tools on the map to where I have to go to repair?
Okay.
Hey, don't in the room.
No
I'll
such
not
map
like
exists.
that.
Tools are
What's the
located in
same
Tool Cabinet
wood?
5.
Okay, I get to go hunt and go
Don't
repair
touch
while you guys are doing
anything.
whatever you're doing.
Next,
Come
Stella.
downstairs. Okay. I'm
Mac,
gonna
come
take
here.
the card
Mac,
for
come
you.
here. I finally get to do it. That's what I'm doing this round, is trying to get his
I
attention to
didn't put-
come and talk to the machine.
He's been
Okay.
talking to
That's-
the machine behind your back.
Yeah, I've been
So-
going down
I
that
feel
road.
cheated on.
You should be.
So Mac is getting distracted. Okay,
Yeah.
I see how this goes.
Mhm.
So Mac, how do you respond?
I just have this image of just going like, but his eyes getting torn away and going, what? You know, is it? What? What's going on?
Communicate with this machine. I can't get it to scan Earth.
Scan Earth.
Yeah, to see if there's any of those plane.
We know there's a pyramid over the Cheyenne Mountain complex.
I don't know this.
Yes, Wooster told us
No.
that. Yes, he did. He told us there's
Mm.
one over the complex,
No,
one coming
he-
up into space, and one fighting at us.
No, he told Mac.
No, he
Mac
told
does
all
not.
of us.
No, Mac. He told Mac, and Mac said he did not let us know.
This was
He
long
kept
before
it
Mac
to
tried to do
himself.
anything.
No. What I didn't let you guys know is I didn't let you guys know that we're potentially outgunned and outnumbered.
Yeah, he did the scan of the ships coming towards us. In the pre-log of what has gone before, we already knew about the 3 ships.
Because the
Mhm.
3 ships were from the ship scanners.
Not to be confused with the 3 seashells. Which is
These are located in room number 5.
no, not storage room number 5 though, or toolbox 5, whatever.
Or
Crew
warehouse
comfort
13.
room number 5.
Warehouse
Okay.
13, good one.
This is maybe
Um,
when the map might help.
Okay. We need to know how we're doing down there.
So you're wanting a scan to see what the level of devastation is like. Okay.
Also see if there's any way we can kill these things.
Oh, that's when I actually reveal there seems to be hangar base where these smaller ships come from. Good. Potentially don't have a lot of protection around
Say what? Where?
the hangar base.
Okay. And show me.
No,
Where?
basically, I'm going to kind of highlight where on the ship that I kind of saw them.
The ship we can't see yet.
The
I was
sensors
thinking-
can see it. He can see it.
The ship you can't see.
Exactly. The one that I can't see, and you're showing me something from
You'll
a
see it when we
sensor.
get close enough.
Oh, he can just project them on a hologram.
Well, I
He's
can-
making you go with your gut instinct and to trust this man.
Trust the force.
Trust the Mac.
Use
Yeah,
the
I
Mac wisely.
Trust it. Trust the Mac, not the iPhone. I mean, I'm sorry.
Trust the Mac inside of you. No, wait.
Trust the Mac, not the Apple.
Okay. So that's my round.
Okay.
Just talking to him about
Yeah.
that. Sorry,
yeah.
Mac.
Well, I guess I'm doing math.
Uh-oh.
So what skill should I use this time? Navigation? With education?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're sure. Yeah, navigation. Go. With education. Go.
11.
Recalling back to your earlier approach, you make the calculations that you assumed they were going at either 2,000 or 3,000 kilometers per hour.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, let's go boom boom.
I can't shoot anything, but the other 2 guys can.
The other two
3.
guys. Hey guys. What?
2 guys. My gun's
3.
dead.
3. There's 4. Remember, north, south,
There's
east,
the-
west.
There's the big gun,
Yep.
2 side guns, and a back gun.
Correct. And yours. So there's 3.
So who's the big gun gonna shoot at it? There's nothing. It's the thing. Those things are way too small.
Are you?
They didn't fire
sure?
last. Well, it didn't fire last round.
Because maybe we didn't tell her that she needed to fire. it wasn't.
Hey,
brought up.
Squirrel, can you lock on those little things?
Yeah, very nimble, but I can try.
What, Jaelle, what?
He's just wincing at me calling her a squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm out of knife range. That's why I'm safe to say it.
The knife has a long memory. If you ran around the corner, it would still reach you.
She can hear you, so of course that knife is close.
So, yeah, you want her to try and use the big gun on the small vehicles? Sure.
Is it actually, how much energy is it going to use up? Because
Yeah,
we
that's
do
a good
have a
question.
limited amount of energy.
That's a good question.
Computer?
Hello, computer.
Yes.
No, it's not my call. I'm not there. I'm over on the other side.
Yeah.
But
Besides, the one asking questions is not their turn, it's next round. Okay. So anyway, there's a couple of and couple of the fighters are dropped from the sky around you, or like not dropped from the sky, more like continuing that former trajectory without interference from such petty things as motors. Meanwhile, the big
Inertia
ship,
is not just a suggestion, it's the law.
the big ship goes boom on you. The big ship is having trouble hitting your agile self as you're using a lot of engine power to avoid it. Good on you. Smaller ships, however, have less difficulties on following that. Yeah, going pew 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 pew. That's still a
Sorry,
miss.
there are no pews
That's a
in
miss.
space. It's silent.
That's a good hit. So let's see what that ends up being. Yeah, that would mean you take 1% more damage,
mm,
which is enough to knock you down a critical level. Who wants to
just got
be?
this.
Who wants to roll the 2d6?
not me.
Okay, I'll do it.
So, there was.
Do we
If
really
you had
want...
the armor, that would not have been an issue. But you lost the
Alright.
armor.
3.
3. Uh-oh. That's the fuel tank.
What?
Yeah, you got a
Oh,
puncture in the
fuck.
fuel tank, and it's leaking profusely.
Yes, I'm going from what I was about to go do to go take care of that fuel tank. Thanks, Mac.
Fix it?
Yeah, oh, you're victim blaming here, eh?
Yeah. Yes, of course you will.
All Mac hears down from like wherever I am is, damn it.
So, did you tell Bendy to shoot or not?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I was just making a comment out there because
So
Yeah.
anyway, I do believe you had, what, 5% of fuel left?
not anymore.
Well, you still technically have 5%. It's just leaking rapidly. So, your round. Let's go the other way around this time. Let's start with Stella. Stella got the
Of course.
copy.
I'm like, I asked the computer that I'm standing in front of, do we have any extra fuel on board?
You pose a question to the computer asking if you have extra fuel on board. Negative. All fuel is in fuel tanks. Then, Dan.
Before we were starting the round, shouldn't we have decided something?
Oh, that's a good point. You have 4 points of movement. You are
Yeah.
5,000 kilometers away from your target.
Okay. I did the math. They move, the little ships only move between 2,000 and 3,000. And they didn't shoot until they were closer than 1,000. So we can move at 4,000 and get within range to take a shot at the big ship. The flaw with that is the big ship can shoot at us and we're not dodging. And the little ships can shoot at us and we're not dodging before we leave. Unless we get out of range fast enough. Which seems unlikely. Wooster wouldn't let that happen.
True. Let's go balls to the wall.
All four.
All four.
Are you saying we're Leroy Jenkins in this?
What?
Am I
Leroy
hearing
Jenkins?
Leroy Jenkins?
I don't get the reference.
I don't get the reference.
Oh,
You,
What-
yeah,
what-
you guys are just too old for that reference. Sorry.
Oh,
deprived.
I'll show you the link later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
At least two.
Whatever. What are your guys' thoughts?
Y'all are younger than us, okay?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
The top row is the young people, and the bottom row is the old farts.
And we're just in the middle of Wooster.
No, you're all young whippersnappers up top. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, there's
So is somebody going to respond to my question?
No,
We said-
apparently.
We said all four. Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
I'm
Mac and I
sorry,
said.
but-
What about you, JL?
go ahead.
I mean,
Full band.
running
Go,
out of
go,
fuel.
go.
Okay. In which case, what am I doing this round? I'm going to assume this ship has some logic to it, and they would be prepared for things like punctured fuel tanks. So I'm going to go straight to there. I was going to go to point defense, but actually no, screw it. Jaelle's going to go to there. I'm going to go to try and fix the point defense.
All me. Mechanics. Since you do not have the appropriate tools, you will be rolling with a bane.
Mechanics education.
Yes.
Oh,
A chance to roll with education is a good thing.
I was
oh,
thinking the
Okay, good. The bane didn't hurt. Actually, it would have helped me.
If it could, it would.
Yes.
I was going to say, I mean, they had resealable tanks in World War II, and I went, yeah, okay, that was with bullets, not with potential plasma weapons.
Yeah, that was against bullets, not plasma
Yeah.
explosives. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 12.
You roll with 12, and we will get to the results in a minute. Well, actually, several minutes. Anyway, meanwhile, Jaelle.
I'm heading towards fuel to try to fix the fuel tank before we lose any more.
Okay, so you are going to the fuel tanks and attempting to rectify the situation.
Yes.
Okay. Are you willing to exit the ship to do it?
I think that
External fuel tank.
No, well, it's probably internal. The damage just isn't.
Is there even suits?
Yeah, just hold your breath.
Question. Okay, I'm right now trying to think. Computer, where on the ship is the hole on the fuel tank besides outside?
Nowhere.
It's only outside.
No, because I'm wondering if I
Where?
could get in through
It just
the fuel tank.
it just answered.
No, I was wondering if I could get in through the fuel tank itself.
In the fuel?
You're not the type then.
One way.
I think that would kill you instantly. But it answered no. The only hole is outside.
Yeah, the only hole is outside. That's how you phrased it. You did not ask for entrances, you asked for holes. Holes are things that are not covered.
Well, there's also no map of the ship anyway, so I'm still in a wild goose chase. So
Ah.
I think Earth is going to be decimated before we can help.
oh yeah,
No, I think this campaign isn't about the noble Stargate command. It's about the Terminator style resistance movement that will actually grow up.
We're gonna be playing the XCOM 2, the adventure.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Don't get it.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
it's a video
Alien
game.
invasion game.
Where?
Anyway, you have expended your stuff, so it is Mac.
Well, is Jaelle going to go out and fix it?
No, Jaelle used
There's
his,
no map.
used to turn
there's
to
no map, so I can't get out. The hole's not inside.
It's not
in
a.
the
It's
fuel
not that big a
tanks.
ship. There are very limited
Right.
ways.
it's about
you can go.
it's about the size of 2 school buses.
It
Yeah.
still doesn't matter. I did not.
If you
ask
can't
there was
find
any...
the door in 6 minutes, something's wrong.
we need equipment to go outside. I never
Yes.
asked if there was any equipment that could help me sustain life outside the ship.
That would be at the airlock.
Not necessarily. You don't know.
Not no.
Where else would you keep it?
You
Can
might
be
be,
anywhere.
In the storage closet.
or the guys
At
might
the
have been
airlock,
wearing
yeah.
it,
Or the last people that had the ship used it all, and there is none on the ship.
or they
We
always
don't
wore
know.
it. You don't
I
know.
never asked that question.
Yeah.
I
Fine.
asked
That'll
about
be
the
the next
hole.
Fine.
one.
I guess we're losing fuel then. Okay.
Mac is going to try and communicate with the ship and try and see if there is an option of any sort of automatic repair routines.
As you inquire into this matter, the ship responds, "Yes,
Activate.
activation of emergency repairs consumes 1% of fuel capacity."
It's better than
Yep.
losing it all.
Yep. Go ahead.
Initiating self-repair.
Hopefully it repairs the fuel loss first.
Well, also we had to take in consideration if I went outside, I was a sitting duck.
Plus, you
Well,
are
it's a good thing
accelerating
you
like mad.
On the top.
Oh, sorry. That's a mistake. No, yeah, not a mistake. Han got repaired at the same
Wait,
time.
can you answer Froggy's question?
Yeah, that sounds funny.
Yeah, that seems appropriate. Yeah, Jaelle is getting swarmed by tiny repair bots that are going
Okay,
around.
Are they
I'm-
replicators by any chance? Sorry.
I'm going to be screaming. Jaelle is screaming from wherever she is at all you.
Whoops.
We're not going to repeat what she is saying on live TV.
Lucky for you, this isn't TV. This is
No.
cable.
No, she's not.
This is where the saying actually says you have to bleep that out. It says bleep, 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 bleep.
No, it's going. Please.
When did R2D2 get on the ship?
Beep, 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 beep.
The character that has been the most foul-mouthed in all of movie and TV history is R2D2 because every single thing he said has been bleeped out.
This is a fact. So yes, let's end your turn, and we have the NPCs taking pot shots.
If we've moved forward, we're within range to shoot.
Indeed, you are, and that
Yes.
falls to your NPC crew, doesn't it?
Squirrel.
It's part of the NPC crew.
Wendy.
Okay.
So Let's start off with the lasers that are shooting at the small prey.
That hopefully we've left too far behind.
Miss. They have the range of 5 kilometers, certainly. You can't outrun that.
Five
No, I
kilometers?
thought,
Then
wait,
they're
wait,
way
wait.
out of range. You mean
No,
5,000 kilometers?
Yeah, 5,000 kilometers.
Okay.
My bad.
I thought we were in range of the ship, not,
We are now.
yeah. So why would she be shooting at the small
No,
little?
the little guns are still shooting at the little.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah. This basically happens while you're still moving and they're sort of in the pursuit region, but you're quickly making it away, but they just expend their shots before you get any closer to the big guy. While charging head first into the enemy, you have trained your gun straight towards the big ship. Now, that's a good thing. Unfortunately, the bad thing is there's a big boom on the backside of the ship where one of the guns goes blue, and one of the followers of Uko is thrown out from the gun port and into the alleyway.
The alleyway?
No,
What alleyway?
whatever gangway you have in going through the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, gangway.
Because that was the leader of the Ukos. We don't want him thrown out into space.
Oh, we don't know which one though.
Yeah, corridor. Yeah,
No. Yeah, corridor works.
yeah. Aisle 5. Clean up on aisle 5.
Clean up. I was just gonna say that. Fine.
Finally, we got Wendy shooting a big gun at a big enemy, using a big amount of power. So what's the betting?
Aiming for a
Turret.
no.
That small thing that Mac told us about.
Uh,
Get the hang of it.
The
hangar
hangar.
bay.
Yeah, the hangar bay. We want the hangar bay.
We're hoping that their Trade Federation style design, that the reactor is accessible for shooting in the hangar bay.
You mean engine room is right behind the hangar bay, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why are you showing us snake eyes?
He's holding up the dice he's gonna roll.
No,
No.
he's showing us exact snake eyes. Why are you showing us snake eyes?
Are you saying we? Is that where we hit?
oh shit.
Oh fuck! That's where we got hit.
That's what that's our NPC. What did Wendy do?
Wendy rolled snake eyes.
She shot the moon.
Right.
So
She
Oh
by
crap.
the time you realize that you're close enough to shoot, you notice that you don't. The Mac, who happens to be on the cockpit, and so is Stella as well.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that
Oh,
that
no.
Wendy is unresponsive.
I run
And
over.
you
to her.
are going straight with full throttle towards the enemy ship. That's an impact course. And you have exactly 1d6 seconds to do something about it.
I run
6.
over, pull her out, and
You okay, you go
You can
ahead,
always just
pull her
sit on her
out.
lap.
You pull her
and I
out.
get in.
I am just going to try.
Actually, Wooster, at the end of the turn, we're 1,000 kilometers away.
Yeah, and you're backing straight towards it.
But that would be
I'm-
next
I'm-
turn.
Yeah. Yeah, this is now next turn.
I'm going to tell the
Because
computer.
it took you a while to realize what's happening.
Evasive course.
You tell the computer to take an evasive course. Okay.
Considering she's not touching the controls anymore, it's on auto. It has to be put on auto. Yeah.
Or I'm going to tell it, or if that doesn't work, I'll tell it fear left.
Why don't you make it dive?
Or dive.
Yeah,
Some-
dive.
it's
Because you wanted to
basically
go down.
Avoid
Dive.
collision.
anything, depending on where we're aimed at this thing, we're going to point it in the opposite
Okay. So,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Before we have to make our decision at the beginning of each turn, right? I would
Not
say
this time. This time the pilot is not making the choice anymore. Pilot has made the choice of having full throttle on, and the manual overrides are above computer control. So it has been manually set to 4,000 kilometers a turn. So it cannot be changed. However, the course can be changed. But
I'm
not,
too
not
far
by the
away to
computer.
help.
So it's up to Stella to save the situation.
Hey, I'm gonna dive.
Give me a pilot check with dexterity.
Give me a second.
1.
Hold on.
Two.
Hold on. Trying to find my modifier. So pilot. And give me 2 seconds. I have to hit that modifier.
That's a 4.
minus
Mhm.
3 modifier. Ouch.
She doesn't have the skill.
I don't have the skill. That's the thing.
Ah,
I just got her out of the way so I was the closest. I had to get her out of the
So-
way.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's go with the bad news first, so there is a good news. Bad news first, because I want to end it with the good news, please.
I'm thinking of something completely different. I will explain at
a
the end
man
of the
with 3
episode.
buttocks. Yes, we know.
Yeah, basically.
You managed to dive. Yeah, that's easy enough. The check is easy. No problem there.
Okay, no, that's the good news first.
Yep.
I wanted the bad news first, remember?
The bad news is you have a very predictable trajectory for the main guns to take a shot at you.
Oh.
Thank you, Mac, for suggesting we dive.
Oh, that was your skill check. You don't. You're just happy that you managed to avoid colliding into the thing head first. So you're just going.
No, no,
You-
you guys said dive. I said fear left.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the big ship is gonna roll with advantage when it shoots. But before that, the rest of you have a turn. Mag is speaking to the computer. Stella is piloting. Jaelle, you're surrounded by spiders.
Oh,
They're not spiders, they're bots.
they're bugs. They're bots. They're bots. They're not the S word. They're bots.
That's spider-like bots.
Shh. Don't use the S word.
Don't play on someone's phobia.
Phobia. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to kill you.
They are they are insectoid-looking.
Hey, behave.
Anyway, I hear dive, duck, we're veering. I think I went flying, so I was gonna have to do a check to see if I did not like hit something because I'm not sitting.
Good point.
We have gravity control.
But nah,
It's
no, you don't
it's-
need to. You don't need to check on that because the gravity controls are keeping you upright.
Bye bye.
I wouldn't think when we were doing that far fast of a dive,
Going to
but we're gonna go with it. I'm putting my butt back to cockpit.
Okay, your butt is in the cockpit. What do you want to do there? You see, you see that Wendy has been tossed on the floor. Stella is on the controls. Mac is speaking to computer, I guess.
Yeah. So Mac is actually going to try and see if
No. Jaelle is still
sorry.
is still Jaelle's there.
I'm going to check on Monday and figure
Okay.
out why she's like unconscious, basically.
All medic.
I don't have any.
I don't
Yes,
have
it's
that
you.
as a skill.
Getting the feeling she's
Okay,
passed
she-
out due to the G-force.
Jack of all trades.
With intelligence.
Alexa, play disco music.
Education actually.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Okay,
Meow.
Alexa, kiss a girl.
I'm
Don't
not.
start with that. Oh, thank God.
Ooh, okay, so you don't actually roll Jack of all trades. Jack of all trades just gives you a bonus modifier to any skill you
Yes.
don't have. So
But
in
she
this
still rolled an
case,
11.
in this case, you got a roll of 11, and you reduce 2 from that, so that means it's 9. It's more than 8. So yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Why do you think I said thank God?
You should be thanking me for being best.
I will deal with you later.
I mean, I'm literally playing another game in Game of Traveler where the game master said every time you make a slightest mistake in rolling, like, okay, it was a roll with +2, but I had +3. They said, okay, roll again. Every time, no matter what roll is. Like, I'm like, okay, that's I would have +3 on that. Yeah, roll it with the +3 then. Like, but it's an 8. You add a +3, it's 11. No, you roll it again. No simple arithmetics allowed. However, you examine Wendy. Oh, hey. Your point defenses are on. That was repaired. That was a successful. But there's nothing to point defend against yet. Because you're going so fast, none of the point defendables are getting to you. That's why. Yeah, I forgot about it. Anyway, you see the Wendy and see that she seems to be twitching, suffering from some manner of overdose. You would assume.
What?
She's been poisoned.
Seems like it.
Drugs or epilepsy, Ruggy says.
I have a little backyard.
Yeah. It's either drugs or epilepsy.
That's why I said poison, because technically it can be both.
Well,
It is reminiscent of
look at
epileptic
me.
seizure.
Oh, wonderful.
did you just say Caesar?
Yes, epileptic seizure.
Oh, can I?
Ah.
Which is, by the way, a thing that Caesar was.
Except the word is seizure, but okay.
I know.
Okay.
I said Caesar, you had Caesar.
No,
Which-
Caesar
Where are you?
is the same thing as Caesar.
Yeah,
But
Caesar.
seizure
Yeah, that's what I said.
is
Get sacked.
We're not going to get through
Whatever.
to him now.
she sells seashells by the seashore.
2d4 English.
And why you should
Learning
be using
English
the-
with Wooster.
No, why you should not be using us to complete your English literacy course at university.
Okay.
Hey, I rolled an 8.
That should be a
I rolled
podcast all by
2d4.
itself. 2d4 English, because we have English, and we have American English, and we have Canadian English in English.
And we have Scottish English, and we have someone
English?
speaking American.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't do
Americanese.
Sesame Street, because I think my suggestion for the letters would be maybe a bit inappropriate
Yes.
sometimes.
The Learning Channel.
And
English.
we have whatever Wooster speaks English.
Love it.
English.
Absolutely love it.
Right. As we were. So she's having a seizure, and Caesar, however you pronounce her.
He's having a fit.
She is twitching on the floor, and there's nothing you can do to stop it right now. You don't have any medical equipment able to do that. He's out of commission. Meanwhile, who's left? Mac. Mac is left, and Dan is left.
Want to go first, Dan?
Dan, you can go first.
No. Okay, well, since everybody seems to be conglomerating on the bridge, I'm going to head to the bridge and
Make it
say,
crowded.
where can I best help? And why didn't we fire the big gun?
Probably
nobody's
because you're
answering.
pointing the big gun at the Earth at the moment.
Yeah, well, we can spin 90 degrees, but that's fine. No, I meant last round. Why didn't we fire the big gun?
Because I was trying to get us to move away from that big ship so we don't like crash into it, and I had to push Wendy away, and that was my 6 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you want me to pilot? At least I don't have negatives.
Sure. Can you
Okay.
also never mind. Go on. Yes. Here,
Yes,
please.
I can also whatever was, I can do it because of Jack of all trades at 3.
Oh, you.
Shoot. Can
Yes,
you shoot?
Sure, I can shoot too.
Okay.
How about 3? Can
Obviously,
you shoot
I'm not
3?
sure you should trust me for rolling snake eyes for it, but
Well, I hope
already blew
what
up one
happened
gun.
with her doesn't happen to you.
okay. So I'll get in the pilot chair and do an Immelman.
Okay. Roll me pilot. It dexterity.
Here comes another snake eyes. Yep.
That's not
What?
snake
Oh no.
eyes.
Sorry. Add 3 to that. It's a 6. Sorry, I forgot the Jack of all trades.
Okay. Well, that doesn't correct the situation much, but it ends your round, I believe. Oh wait, no, still Mac. Yeah. Max, what are you up to?
I think so what Mac's going to try and do is he's going to try and actually see if the actual computer because we were talking about earlier that there was we had found out that the computer had systems for trying to potentially jam and hack into stuff there. So I'm actually going to make the query: is it possible for it to actually jam the sensors of the big ship?
Unknown.
Can you try it?
Yes.
Do it.
You ran out of questions this time.
That wasn't a question. That was do it.
Okay. Roll me sensors. That would be electronics.
Sensors?
Electronics sensors, but yeah, that's electronics. Just because we are not using the
8.
divided skills. Okay. You are running on the measures. You assume it's working.
Mhm.
Enemy ship is firing at you. And she's missing by a mile.
In space, that's a pretty close shot.
Yep.
Mhm.
That is a pretty close shot.
Especially since all the other measurements were in kilometers.
Let's see what it would have gone.
1.6 kilometers.
Without your
Shot.
interference, it would have hit solidly.
That shot my hair.
You see the little blowing hair in the.
However,
You didn't get that. You didn't get where that came from.
no.
Oh my god!
Is that a Spaceballs reference?
Yes! Yes, it is.
And somewhere inside this pyramid, on a screen somewhere, there's this red liquid dripping down the screen. Captain, we've been jammed.
Oh.
This joke brought to you by,
To by
Spaceballs the
Spaceballs.
joke.
They gave me the raspberry. I hate Oh, sorry.
Okay, your only remaining gun operator takes a shot.
At what?
Misses. At the big ship.
Okay.
Because of a sudden email man, the shot goes.
Well, the Immelman would point him in the right direction at least.
Now you are. Next on the list of operations. You are currently, by the way, 5,000 kilometers away from it because you moved real fast. Is the enemy fighters getting at you, but still away from you? Not able to catch up. So
Did the pyramid keep going in the direction it was going?
now it stopped.
Stationary.
It's now stationary compared to you.
It's made out of paper. We should be able to kill it easily then.
Not all
It's
stationary is
it's
paper.
stationary.
So, it is again your round.
Do we want to get back in range again?
You are 3,000 kilometers away.
Well, while you guys are doing that,
We're
I can see
3,000,
how-
you said?
Yes, I do believe that. Oh, no, wait. I said last time 5,000. Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
But
5,000.
that means we traveled 6,000 last time.
You traveled 4,000.
And we were 1,000 from it.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd be 3,000 on the other side.
Correct. You're 3,000 on the other side.
Okay.
You need to turn
Um,
around.
I
Yeah.
was also going to say while we're doing that, I'm going to try to hoist
You're playing by yourself.
Miss Wendy into the air and try to see if the computer has anything like Narcan on the system.
So you're
Narcan.
trying to mitigate the
Narcan.
weapon.
I wanna play.
Yeah, I'm trying to medicate Wendy, but I'm also bringing her up and suspending her because that's going to keep, if she's elevated, it's going to stop the seizures that way too. If
Okay.
it's an actual
But
seizure.
Narcan has to do with drugs, not
Yeah.
with seizure.
Yeah. If it's epileptic seizure, I don't think that's going to do anything.
Narcan is
It-
not going to do.
No, if she's been drugged, it will eliminate whatever drugs in her system. But if she's
But
having an epileptic seizure,
it'll kill her.
no, it won't. Narcan won't. Narcan stops an overdose if she's been overdosed of some sort.
But
if
if
she
she
hasn't
hasn't
been
been
overdosed,
overdosed,
Then it's
I
not going to
don't-
do anything to her. If
Are
it's an
you sure?
epileptic, if I'm positive, if it's an epileptic seizure, elevating her off the ground, it's going to help support her body from not constantly shaking, and it's going to help her.
okay, but we still have to determine movement for this round,
Yep.
or we have our turn.
You got 3,000 kilometers away from the enemy. If you use 2, you get to the range of the main gun and still have 2 points left for dodging.
That sounds like a good plan.
If you use more, you can hug the enemy ship and shoot.
Ah. And we can't do halves, can we?
No.
Okay, then.
Oh,
I
well,
guess
well,
two-
technically you can use a half, but it uses full point anyway.
that would be pointless. That was intentional, unintentional. So 2 and 2 seems like the logical choice.
I can't argue that.
Then again, if it's going to move 1,000 kilometers towards us, we only need 1 and 3. But
If it's a good call.
do we have to like program it in at the beginning of the turn, or can we react? I.e., if they're coming towards us, we
Uh,
only use 1, and if they're not coming towards us, we use 2.
Nope.
And if they're going further away, we use 3.
No, you can't.
Why
So
don't
it's-
we just unprogram it and, never
On
mind,
manual?
never mind, never mind, never mind. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Try and
Disregard.
fly a spaceship on manual.
2 and 2, and we might end up at point blank range.
But also remember, we have to turn around.
Yeah, for some reason, inertia doesn't really seem to exist in this universe.
Inertia is more of a suggestion.
Hmm. If we can travel faster than the speed of light, then yeah, who needs physical laws? So
Yeah.
2 and 2. And if we end up at point blank range, we end up at point blank range.
Okay. Who wants to go first? Volunteers, or shall I arbitrate randomly? Randomly
Well,
this. First,
Nice.
Mac.
That didn't sound random.
I am going to.
I rolled a 1. So.
I'm going to. I'm going to create the system again and just see. Try to get a bit more information on the enemy ship, but specifically, how badly are we affecting it with the jamming? Try and get a gauge on the effectiveness.
I guess you can use sensors for that. So that would be electronics check. Yes, it's intellect or education.
Okay.
You assume you are causing some havoc in the targeting system. The targeting system seems to be sort of like not really functioning. Let's see who's next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would be Jaelle. Apparently we're going top to bottom.
More like
I'm trying to save Wendy.
Youth before wisdom.
So you're using your medical skills to try and stabilize her in this condition. Okay. You managed to do that. Stabilized. It's easy enough to get her to be stable. Getting her out of the fit is a completely different matter. So roll me medic if you want to do that. Remember, you can cause more harm than good.
Make sure when she wakes up, she doesn't stab you in the ankle.
She's not going to stab me in the ankle because of the
She's having a
fact I'm
fit.
nice.
She's having a fit. She might. The shoe fits. Stab it.
Medic with education.
Yes.
And can I use the jack of all trades on it? And how do I do that again?
In the modifier box, just put however many jack of all trades as you have.
Okay. Thank you.
You just need to remember to remove that
Can
when
you
you actually
delete
get the skill point.
Okay.
Nope.
Can you?
That time I actually rolled it.
Huh? Oh, why is your
-4.
modifier -4? It should be 2 more.
What did you?
You added the modifier on top of the -3 you get from skill. Okay, I see. You added a negative modifier. Yeah, okay.
How did-
What?
Yeah, I have a negative modifier with education. I told you guys this.
Oh.
My education sucks.
Oh.
That's why I
okay.
was wanting to roll just jack of all trades.
And that would make sense. Why you'd want to do that.
Right. So,
Do that.
Next time, ask if you can use intellect if that's any better.
I already did. He said no. That's why he said education.
yeah. So,
Can you?
by the end of your treatment, it sounds like she's choking.
Father.
So, next.
I'm going to regret this because I might have an epileptic fit, but I'm going to go boom.
You're gonna take aim and boom.
Are we
Wait.
1,000 kilometers away or are we at point blank range?
You're 1,000 kilometers away.
So they didn't move towards us.
Nope.
Okay.
Wanna go boom boom?
Yes. So what do I roll?
You roll. Gunnery.
With
Dexterity.
charity. Okay. Seven. It's a pretty big target.
And you miss it by a mile. Because
So
apparently
I still hit it
you
because
missed
it's more than a mile big.
No, you miss it by a mile. I didn't say mile from the center, I meant mile from the edge.
Oh. But if I rolled 8, I would have hit. Okay, I get it.
Yep. The target number is 8 to get when the target is not dodging. So apparently it's not click and hit where you were aiming at. It's click and then release, and at release it hits what you're targeting at. So you missed by just a fraction.
Okay.
The good news is it's not shooting at you. The bad news is the fighters get you. They arrive in numbers around you and start their bombardment only to be met with counterfire from your automated batteries.
And are dodging.
And you're dodging. So there seems to be a pew 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 going outside.
Excuse me. What am I doing?
Oh, good point. Let's
The
forget
stream
about that.
is frozen.
And... Stream is frozen.
Well, your picture is frozen. Oh, okay. It's only frozen on one. Oh no, maybe it's just me. Never mind.
Okay. Apparently it's still working because I can see my own middle finger. So, so Stella, yes, you can act.
Actually, I see. I wish is it all at the same time? Like, can I just like? I see that Dan misses, then I come in and can I try and use the gun?
Oh, the gun does need to recharge. It takes a few minutes to reload a gun with this much power.
I'm like, so I say to him, let me try it next time.
I
Because
thought you had a bunch of minuses.
not as a gunner, a pilot, yes.
Yeah, except we still need to pilot. Okay.
No.
I guess I can move us and then you can sit down.
Yeah, let's do that.
You actually have the gunner skill? Cool.
Yeah, a huge gunner skill.
Not gun combat, but
Gunner, yes.
Oh, where'd you learn that? Oh, cool.
In the army.
Yeah.
In
Or the
other
police.
universe.
Yeah.
No. Police wouldn't give you gunner.
No, that's American police, not Canadian police.
Well, any police wouldn't give you gunner.
No.
You'd have to be like on a
Have
naval
you seen
ship.
the vehicles the police use in America? Those have mounted weaponry on them.
Yes, our SWAT teams use tanks. They use all of,
APCs, yeah.
Yes. Sorry, but
For
yeah.
the memories?
I
Thanks for the
mean,
memories.
there's a joke about that in like Demolition Man, where because if you look at it, it's Humvees, it's Chinook, it's actually went extreme where they're given practically half the. I'm just surprised they're not flying like F-18s, in the LAPD colors,
Okay.
Actually, only like 1% of the police force in California know how to actually do the death rolls to cause people to stop their cars immediately, and it's a very small amount.
Okay.
Okay, so
Why
yes,
do your police
that's
need
how
to
I
know
know
death
gunner.
rolls? Why do they need to know death anything other than Preventive
If
death.
they can't get people to stop their cars, they will force them to stop their cars. And they're not.
Why
You
would
know
that be
we
called
are
a death
talking-
roll?
You know, we are talking about California. Need I say any more?
Yes. And they have long stretches of highway.
Right, right. We are veering off the politics. We shouldn't do that yet. However, right. In this round, Stella, what do you do?
That's what I did. Is that I went over and I'm trying to get him to get out so I can.
I've already shot this round. We can't shoot again this round. So what are you
I
going to do this
know
round?
that's.
What are you going
I'm
to do this
talking
round?
to you. I'm talking to you while
She's
you're
using
trying to
the
shoot.
using the round. To talk to
I
you.
was the
Okay.
instruction. I was the distraction. That's why you didn't hit. That's
Okay.
Okay. Now can I go boom boom? Go boom boom.
unfortunately.
Is the jamming
no,
of the
no.
big
If you're
ship also
going boom,
jamming the
boom,
little ones?
No.
You asked to go on a potty break. You've been taught this by your mum.
No.
We haven't had a break.
No. Okay, I guess this is a good time for a break. So, let's take a 10-minute break and be back for the resolution of this combat in about 10 minutes. So, be back at the hour. Have a nice break, everyone, because I won't.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Alright.
That's a way to start the stream, yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Crap. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, yes, we're gonna all die. That is correct. It's called Leroy Jenkins.
We just have to determine what
Who
color we're all
is
going to
Leroy
die.
Jenkins?
I'm gonna send you the video later,
It's-
okay?
It's like one of the most famous like World of Warcraft
It's
stories.
World of Warcraft
Oh
from
yeah,
the
that's
very
right.
beginning.
Froggy said it.
It's from
Okay.
the very first part of
Okay.
World of Warcraft Vanilla Edition.
Tell me, show me afterwards.
Yes.
Leroy Jenkins! Anyway. That's some good candy. Nah. Right. Where were we?
Bella's bringing out her big bowl.
What?
Just brought out her
I
big
heard
bowl.
something completely different when you said that. I'm going to go quiet now.
Right. So there's booms happening outside the ship, and there are actually some of them are landing onto you, but apparently the automated systems are doing havoc on the fighters around you. So fixing those was a good idea. Kudos to
Thank you.
whoever thought about it.
Thank you.
However, it does bring you the point where it's your turn again. The enemy ship did not take a shot this round. I wonder why. I wonder how. Oh, right.
They're cleaning up the peanut butter in the jam.
Everybody gets to roll a free recon check.
With
Intellect.
Thank God.
Damn. 7.
8. Sarah wins.
Mhm.
Box scars with a boon 6 as well. Cute.
You just wrote the number of the beast there.
Yep. 6, 6, 6.
I know I did. And I'm happy about it.
So, here's the deal. As you're preparing for your turn, you notice that there is a new sound coming from deeper in the ship, and it's not the sound of combat. It is sound of something starting up. It is actually Stella is too busy trying to swap with Daniel to notice it. Daniel does notice it, and not GreatLord. Mac is focusing on the data coming in. He isn't really listening to audio input more as he is just reading stuff. But it is Jaelle who is closest to it and realizes that there's some lights engaging on the floor of the ship in a circular pattern.
Oh shit!
Oh,
This isn't Star Trek.
No, but it is
Yeah.
Stargate.
very good.
They have ring transport.
Bingo!
The only flaw being the fact that we're moving. So how do they lock on? But okay.
Oh, that's never been a problem.
You have to be in.
If you're willing to sacrifice your men.
We just flip over and now they all come in the head first. Right. Yeah, that's it.
Again, it's the same thing with Star Trek. You know, it's not direct science.
Me to do that. I didn't even know.
Okay. So it's the next round. So what is the round people doing?
Oh yeah. Any volunteers?
I'm giving way to Stella,
Okay.
taking out my rifle.
You can't tell because you're not. You didn't.
I
hear it.
noticed. Thank you
Oh,
very much.
you did. Okay. I missed
Taking
that.
out my rifle and aiming at where they're about to appear and waiting to shoot them.
Okay. Jaelle?
I
suggest
I'm-
Jaelle does the same.
not Stella. I'm like so anxious to
Well,
shoot.
You want to shoot that gun, I know.
Yes, I do.
Here's a name tag.
Well, seeing that I see a ring starting to form, I'm going to have my gun ready. Wait, no, wasn't I still taking care of Wendy because she was choking?
Well, you
yeah,
were causing
she's
her to
actually
choke,
she's
but-
actually choking at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, so technically I either do that and not rescue Wendy or try to help Wendy still and not do that. So I'm in a catch-22, guys.
You
Pick
can
one.
you can do both. You can have your gun out and clearing her throat.
You just take a -2 on the check.
Either way, I'm taking a -2 technically.
No, you're taking an additional -2.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Because,
do I really want to?
If you pull out the gun, you're using another action, which means you're taking -2. So
So I'm taking a catch 33 here.
Well,
that's right.
44 because it's 2 minus 2.
Okay, I think I'm flying to Canada just to beat someone's ass in hockey. Or something.
So literally, I'm
Or
gonna
just pick
continue.
one.
Granted, I see the ring. I'm still taking care of Wendy, and I'm telling you guys, that we've got somebody coming on board. So I'm yelling, someone's coming on board, but I'm taking care of Wendy.
Okay.
I was
I'm
about
also going
say-
to call out to the Uko that got booted out of the. If he's still conscious, the Uko leader that, and however many other Ukos there are on the ship, that borders incoming. I don't know how many Ukos we have.
I was about to say, have we ever actually come across rings
Nope.
before?
This would be your first encounter with a ring.
But we know it from the textbook, what they are and what to expect when we did our training.
Well, Mac, what do you do?
Well, I didn't notice this.
I called it
No,
out.
they just called it out.
Jaelle
both of
called it
them.
out.
Well,
with Jaelle's role, she had the technical specs on the rings.
Yeah, I think
It just appeared in her mind.
I am actually with them calling it out. I'm just wanting to see if there's anything in the computer system that would allow me to stop that from activating.
Good call. Give me
Electronics.
engineering.
Engineering. Ah. Right. So that's going to be an intellect roll then, neg 3.
Yes.
Nope. Bloody neg.
Yeah, you
I had the right idea.
you have the right idea.
Hmm.
You actually know how to do it, but it requires a manual override. You get there, you pull it, but at that point,
Oomph.
the wall of rings has already appeared, and the 3 Anubis gods are standing inside when the rings retreat.
While we're doing that, I never got to roll about trying to save Wendy.
Oh no, you didn't. You can do
And-
that now.
And I haven't,
Shot yet.
fired the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know she's choking, can I roll intellect on that medic, please?
No.
Come on.
It's one of the actual skills that is in the rulebook that has a specific use for it.
Something tells me I should be the one working on squirrel and you should be the one shooting, but did you forget the +2 again?
Yes, I forgot the +2.
So it's 7. Well, you probably didn't kill her this time.
Well, she's still choking, but not as badly.
Well,
If you're rolling at a -4, you need to roll a double 6 to.
Why is
able to
she
do it.
rolling? Why is she rolling at a -4?
Because my
Minus-
Education is
education
-1, and she doesn't have this. How many check roll traits you have?
she
I
has
have
2
2.
Jacobot. So that's why she forgot to add 2. She actually rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7.
So she has to roll at least a 10 to succeed.
Yeah. Double 5s or more.
That's why I was saying, because I know how choking actually does work. That's
You
something
do?
Jaelle should know.
Jaelle
Jaelle
doesn't.
should know. No, she should, because it's basic cop knowledge to know how
Except
to do
you
CPR.
flunked your first aid courses apparently because you don't have medic.
How did I make captain then?
Go to your
You cheated, I guess. Yeah, but by the point you
Well,
advance above sergeant, they really don't ask you to pass any first aid tests anymore.
No, you're a
And by the
captain.
way,
you,
I don't-
Heimlich.
That's what I was
I don't
getting
have
at.
it either. I don't
Yeah.
have it either, Jaelle. I don't have it either. I don't have medic either. And I'm up there with you.
According to rules, it's not required. And if your character
Other than
doesn't have
common
skills, you can't.
sense.
While I do appreciate creativity, I do not allow you to use skills you don't have because you have them as a player.
I already know my CPR and everything to the book right now because of other things.
Unfortunately, Jaelle doesn't have that knowledge.
Sorry. Don't mean to laugh, Jaelle. Don't mean to laugh.
Just so you know,
So-
with your roll, I would have gotten a 12.
Can I please shoot the gun? Can I please?
Yes,
shoot
you
the
may
cannon?
shoot the gun. Be
Papa,
the
baby.
American. Be the American cop. Use the gun first. Ask questions later.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
wait.
don't think we're arresting these guys.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Saying what you
Stop.
just said. Saying what you just said. what are you talking about with regards to, shoot and ask questions later? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the game, or are you talking about Americans in general?
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not saying anything about American police. I'm just saying it's the movie style of doing things. You shoot first, ask questions later. The movie cops always do that. They shoot first, ask questions later.
You want a JCB for that hole you're digging?
I'm digging a deep hole and I'm loving it. I have hit rock bottom. I'm showing signs of digging more.
Okay, so I make sure that the
Honor,
cannon
dexterity.
is shooting where it's supposed to be shooting, which is at the big ship,
At the loading dock area.
at the loading dock area.
Loading bay. Loading bay.
Yeah. And my eye, because I have a mechanical eye.
Okay. Go ahead. Take the shot.
I did.
There is a beam of energy just like last time. This time, however, it connects. It hits on the ship, and the ship goes in half from the beam weapon, cutting it from one side to the other.
What the fuck is this weapon?
Woo!
And you fly right past the part where you cut it in half, seeing a lot of fire, a lot of corpses floating in the space vacuum of space.
Assuming the people transporting were coming from that ship, did the transport get interrupted?
Apparently not,
Oh, okay.
because
Must
the
be from
transport
one
is
of
now
you.
finished.
Oh, okay.
The ship is only now cut in half. Next, I do believe we had two people aiming guns. At least one people aiming guns, which is
Me.
Dan may use a gun.
I'm going to use a gun. I go to combat. I go to. Okay. Now we have to work out. We haven't. I may as well have aimed, since I knew where I was going to be shooting. And I've got my eyeball. So that should give me a total +2. I believe.
Correctamundo.
9.
9.
And yes, it is armor piercing.
How many points of armor piercing?
I believe it's 3, but I'm going to check. That's in inventory, right?
I do not know where you marked it up.
Oh no, it's the number of dice. So yeah, it would be 3.
You have penetrated some of the armor, but the rest is absorbed by the skin of the people you're shooting at. Which
But
means
did I not do 18?
you did 14.
Yeah, plus the 3. Oh, okay.
It doesn't add the
Fine.
damage, it just removes armor from the damage.
15 less, and 3 less from the armor.
The name.
Arnold Wooster nigga.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? What?
Yo, it's
Wooster-nigger.
Oh, Arnold Wooster. Ah, yeah.
Arnold was Tanagaya.
I'll be back.
I will return.
Johann Sebastian Schwarzenegger. I'll be back.
No way. You shoot at the gun. You shoot the gun. You hit the man, and the man go down. The man no longer move. It is turn. Number 2. And there it's
What
boom, boom.
about Uckos? What about the Uckos?
They act at the NPC round, which is now.
Okay.
Which is that there is a pew pew. Oh, that's a good pew pew. That's a very good pew pew. Oh my god. That's gonna hurt. Oof. Yeah, one more of the invaders just goes down from a single shot from the UCO commander. Straight into the serpent head, the jackal head, and out from the other side, and the dude just falls down, face flat. And finally, the outside combat. Pew 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 pew. Okay, your hull actually takes some damage now. And since you repaired it, it goes down and it goes again over the threshold for critical. Who wants to roll it? So, volunteers to roll 2d6?
I'll do it.
Not me.
No,
6.
It's the armor again! This time you lose. Up to 3 points. Let's see how many it is. Somebody roll me a d3.
Who hasn't rolled yet?
I'll
I think
roll
it's
it.
Stella's turn.
Nah, Jaelle volunteered.
I'm rolling a D3. Or
Yes.
I'm rolling 3d6. What?
No,
what
it's
am
a
I?
1d3.
1d3.
Two points of armor has been reduced from your total, meaning you have 3 points less armor than you had to begin with.
Are we talking about the ship?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Any reaction from either the ship coming up
I
from orbit?
I
or
have good news for you. Your automated defense turrets have just decimated your fighter squadron, so it's fleeing. After the final volley, it has decided to flee. However, your sensors show a new fighter squadron arriving from the other ship,
How far is the other ship from us?
about 20,000 kilometers.
and
How much
the
fuel do we
gnats?
have?
You
Basically, same question.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Wrong window. Basically, same question as somebody else.
No, I asked how far away the gnats were, but
No, the gnats is I thought you were talking about
The
the
fighters.
repair.
No.
Oh, I thought we both, Wooster and I were thinking you meant the gnats with regards to the repair bugs.
no.
Okay, so that's the situation. You have 63% hull and 3% fuel left.
And the answer to my question, how far away are the gnats? The little ships.
The little ships are about 2,000 kilometers away.
How many?
2,000. The old ones. The new
No,
ones
I mean
are
the new ones.
about 1,900 kilometers. 19,000 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
They just
So-
recently departed from their mothership and are
Yes.
moving
Okay.
faster.
I was wondering how they got so close. Okay. And the ones that are running away no longer have a mothership to go to, right?
Well, they do have 2 motherships to go.
They have 2
Whoa,
other
whoa,
ships, yes.
Wait a minute, there's 3 of them? I thought there was
Yeah.
only 2.
There's always been 3. One down bombarding, one
Yeah,
coming
but
up
that's
from the
down
surface.
there.
Yeah, there's still 2 more ships. Perfectly healthy pyramids.
Yeah.
What does the pyramid, is it like starting to disintegrate and
No, it's
And
in
float
2
around.
halves and just floating apart slowly. At the moment, at least.
If they've got auto repair for that, we're in trouble.
Ah,
No, I was thinking, like like a asteroid thing where we could like use it as like a defense, but it's not that. So
could
You want to
try.
fly into an asteroid field?
Mhm.
Sorry, I had to bring that
yes,
one up.
yes, I do.
Okay, Han
actually.
Solo, I'm the one with the pilot skill, not you. Get her out of the chair.
the chances of surviving going into an
An
asteroid.
asteroid are
Don't tell me
3,478 to
No,
1.
Don't tell me.
Never
the
tell
odds.
me the odds.
No.
This
But
interlude
it
brought to you
doesn't
by
matter.
Star Wars.
It doesn't matter because it's just two halves. That doesn't work.
Don't we still have one bad guy to take care of?
Yep, you
I thought
still
we
have
got
one
rid of-
one bad guy inside the ship, yes.
Oh.
You got 2 out of 3 though.
Well, what do you guys want me to do with the ship? Because right now I'm in the sea, and the things are too far for us to shoot at that other.
Yeah, we can only have our side gunner take pot shots at the ones running away from us anyway.
Right.
Given we only have one side gun left.
Indeed.
Oh, I have a question. Can, since we're so close to this pyramid, can we see if they have any gasoline?
No,
Can we scan? No, seriously, because we are at
3%.
3% fuel. We're going to need the fuel to be able to do half the crap that we want to do.
We were at 5% before we left the other solar system. We're not using that at a very high rate.
If we get hit again, we're going to be losing
Yeah.
more fuel.
Yeah. By the way, was that fixed, by the way, by the repair bots?
You assume that?
Okay, because are we still losing fuel?
Yes. Ish.
Or from probably using it by shooting.
No,
the
I don't
gun.
mean, I said losing, not using.
Losing,
Meaning
using, what's the
going
difference?
out.
It's no
No,
longer
going
usable
out,
by
yeah.
you if it's.
Yeah,
Same
one
difference, same-
question. What did we do about the guys that just boarded us?
Two of them
You
are
were dead.
Okay, I
There's
was
one
making
still
sure.
alive.
Okay. I didn't hear
Uh,
that. Like, it literally, as you guys were talking, I completely lost track of the conversation. I was like wondering what happened
I'm going to
these guys.
thoroughly regret saying this, but you want me to help Wendy and you to shoot the guy.
Yes.
And the thing I'm regretting is actually calling her Wendy.
Yeah, so the
All
question
right.
is, do you want Dan to help Wendy or at shooting at the other guy? Can't do both. Not
He
at this
can
round.
help
Because I have medic and
I got a
education.
little toy.
if you want to trade places with the
Ready.
next round. I would be able to shoot.
Sure, that's what I just asked. You want to do that?
This is my
Yeah.
shooting.
Okay, let's do that. This round, I'll help Wendy and you can shoot. And Buddy at the back can shoot too.
Okay, can I have a view of what I'm seeing so I can, try and figure out where we're going? So can you describe to me what I'm seeing out the window?
A big blue and green and white planet on one side. You can also see two halves of the spaceship floating apart.
How close?
Well, so far you can barely see them.
How can I barely see them?
Because your eyes can't see that far in space.
No. Why can't I barely see them?
Because they're behind you. Anyway, the point is, you have in your scanning range ahead of you, far away, fighter crafts and another mothership, as well as another mothership further down on the planet side. that would be approximately 30,000 kilometers away.
So 19,000 is fighters, 20,000 is one of the motherships, and 30,000 is the mothership on the planet.
Do we want to like
Oh, and 2,000
confuse?
is the running away fighters.
Do we want to confuse the oncoming ones by using the pyramid that is going apart
As cover.
as cover, and that way if they try to hit us, they may hit the pyramid instead. Because right
Probably.
now, right now where we're at, there's no cover. If we go back, we can use that as cover to try and confuse their systems. What do you guys think?
Yeah, the only cover we have in empty space is dodging. Yeah, we could hide behind it until they get a little
It's
closer.
either that or hide behind the planet or another planetary body.
Yeah, I don't think we've got enough fuel to get that far.
No, we don't.
No, unless
Okay.
we jump to light speed. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. At least until they get closer.
Right. Let's do
And
that.
Who knows? Maybe they'll be intimidated by seeing a cracked piece of thing.
Pyramid.
That too. Mothership.
Okay.
One
Don't we
question
have to-
before I start working on Wendy. Does it look like there's actually any power left on the two halves?
Yes, it does seem like it.
Okay. You might consider taking another shot and cutting it into quarters. From behind.
I can't
Get
do
behind
that.
it and then cut it in quarters.
You could take another shot at it. Yeah, sure.
But can I roll my medic roll now on Wendy?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that. Medic education. Let's roll snake eyes. Get her back for stabbing me. 12.
Well, you barely make it. Nah. You managed to stabilize whatever situation she is in, and she's now breathing steadily. However, still lacking consciousness.
But at least she's stable. We can
Full
put
of
her with the
horses.
horses. We can put her with the, yeah, we got horses at the same time. All right. Next.
Next, we got Jaelle, Stella, and MacDonald. In this order. Go, Jaelle.
Shoot him. Shoot him good. He's fallen over.
No, I had to tell the kids to get from behind, away from the computer.
Hmm.
Shoot him, shoot him.
I was going to shoot him with my laser
Pew.
pistol.
Pew, 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 pew.
I thought you had a rifle.
I have a sniper rifle.
Exactly.
And I'm right next to them.
No, they're at the back of the bus.
It might be a bit overkill in here.
Well,
I'm not going to be able
her
to
laser
snipe
pistol's
them.
not going to do any damage to their armor.
The sniper rifles, it would be taking too long.
Huh?
The sniper rifle will take too long.
It's a round. You can fire one weapon or the other. Doesn't take any longer.
She wasn't carrying the sniper rifle. That's why.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that damage is definitely going through the armor, yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, you make a big head on the enemy. Just boring through the armor plating with the laser. Leaving
God,
melting
you're boring.
melting the entire melting the chest piece enough to make a hole in it and going inside, causing severe agony.
Oh.
And then it's Stella's turn.
Okay. I am going to use the gun.
How do you get 14 with 2d6? So at least
2d6
with
plus 2.
No, she
No.
rolled 3d6.
Yeah, laser
Or-
pistol has 3d6.
Oh, I thought it was 2. Okay.
Mm. That's not my check. I'll double
Okay.
check.
No worries.
Okay.
Yes, Stella.
Yes, I am going to, we had turned the ship around and I'm going to fire at the pyramid,
Yes. The broken one?
the broken one.
Well, the other one is way out of range, so yeah.
Okay. Take a shot. Make my day.
It's not dodging.
No, very likely not.
Um,
Yeah, you hit.
uh,
Yeah. You decide to give it another go. Just going cutting the
Do I hit?
larger part again, hitting something vital, and the ship and it goes like Death Star on the legendary movie Star Wars.
well, there goes our cover.
No, but wait, there
There's
should be
more.
little pieces. There should be little pieces. So it'll
Yeah.
confuse them.
That's true.
Some of those little pieces might actually hit you.
It was a shot. Da-da-da.
Well, they're at least 1,000 kilometers away, so back up, back up. Beep, 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 beep.
Coming at you with the explosive force, that means no dodging. You are getting hit by a frag grenade.
Wait a minute. But it can't be coming in this direction because of the force of the thing. It would be going in the opposite direction.
And not if it was an explosion, an internal explosion that blew up from the inside.
Yep. You hit the generator core. Generator core go boom. Boom means coming towards and away.
Everything, everywhere.
Bingo.
So
Literally
hopefully we
everywhere.
get, so hopefully we'll get some of the other planes or the other
Oh,
ships.
so you want this explosion to give you more armor plating, eh?
I believe she meant
I
she
love
wanted it
that.
to
I
hit-
love that. Give me a
she wanted
piloting
it to
check.
hit the other ones.
Give me a what?
Give me a piloting check.
No, go. Here we go again.
Oh, this isn't good. Oh,
Wow, you rolled a 9. That's nice.
With a -3, it's not enough now. But you managed to avoid any of the big pieces hitting you.
hey, with a 9, with a -3. Hello. At least it's better than nothing.
That's the
Yes,
only thing I can say about that.
A 3 with a -3 would have been nothing. So
Yes.
yes, this is
Mhm.
better than that.
A 2 with a -3 would have been less than nothing.
Okay, so now we have Mac and Uko.
Alright, Mac, go.
So just make sure I haven't lost track. So we've killed all 3 borders.
Nope.
Nope.
One is alive.
He's still alive, so he took damage, but that's it. All right.
I thought
Uh,
it killed him, but
Nope.
okay.
Nope.
Just a
That's
hole in
what
him.
I wasn't sure. That's what I was just wanting to clear in my head. Right. I think Mac's going to at this with the shots that have been ringing out. He's going to turn, pull out his rifle, take a shot.
Go ahead. Make the day.
Go ahead, make a roll.
Roll. Roll.
As
A Tootsie Roll.
there's my gun combat.
Yeah, okay.
Why didn't you fire your weapon?
I know I forgot it. There's the damage.
Okay. Yeah. That is still enough to knock it down and keep it down. Congratulations, you have deflected your borders.
Ooh. Question.
Answer.
Can we check them to see if they have something on them that can transport us to their ship, maybe?
The one you just blew up? I don't think we
No.
want to go there.
No, not there, to one of the other ships.
Oh,
We've got it. That's why they were able to do it.
what?
Well, that's how the ring system works. It's corresponding. You have to have two halves. If I remember this correctly.
You can use any two ring devices to contact each one.
Assuming they're in range.
Mm-hmm. And there is a transport beam associated with it that needs to hit its target. This is, by the way, why they didn't shoot in one of the rounds.
Because they were boarding and thought, let's not blow up our own people.
Yep,
It wasn't because we were jamming them.
indeed.
Okay.
Oh, it was still the
But
idea.
if this ship has it, the other ones have it.
Yes, but I don't think we want to board a ship that
Yeah.
has thousands of enemy on it from our ship.
Yeah, but can we maybe beam aboard something that boom?
Yeah, do we have, let's have a spare nuke lying around. Yeah.
Exactly.
Or make one.
Wait. Did we fully ask the computer itself if every weapon on the ship was available?
That's your job.
Yeah, you're Sigourney Weaver in this from Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
I'm gonna hate you
Computer.
right now. I'm hating you right now.
Me?
No, Mac. Anyway,
No, that was my job, remember?
no, he brought up the fact that I'm being Sigourney Weaver. Anyway,
No, but I had to do that the other time. Remember? It
'Cause-
kept asking me. It wouldn't answer the question because I didn't ask the question. Okay. So
I'm being an asshole when it comes to that.
I'm watching your face on this
Mhm.
because he's got
like-
something already lined up.
Like, don't ask it, are all the weapons available? It'll just say yes. Ask it to list all the available weapons.
yeah, list.
That's not how I was going to phrase it. Besides the guns on the ship, do we have any other weapons available to us?
Then it'll just answer yes. That doesn't tell you anything.
No,
I
besides
know how
the
Wooster
guns.
thinks.
No,
It
I
doesn't
said
matter besides the guns.
I said
Yeah.
besides the guns.
no,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
and it will
it
say
will
yes.
yes.
You're
Yeah.
asking a yes or no question. Are they available? Yes.
You need to list.
Yeah, list
Say,
all the available
list all
weapons.
the
You can
available.
eliminate the guns if you want, but
Besides
if you
the
want an
guns.
answer that actually tells us something, you have to ask for a list or
Especially one that
something
won't
like that.
lead you to have to ask two questions to get down to the question you want.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Besides the guns, what other weapons are available that you can list to us?
Okay, that was weirdly worded, but it should work.
Oh,
He's
One.
trying to find a way around it.
One laser turret. One Mason cannon. One fusion reactor. One rifle. End of list.
Okay,
Okay, so
I
we
did.
can
I did
blow up
say
the ship.
guns.
It listed, it included, because you said guns and it said turrets, so that's why it listed them.
Again, the computer faulted because technically a turret is considered a gun.
Well, so's a rifle, but
Still doesn't matter. A gun's a gun.
It listed them anyway.
Yes, it listed all the guns anyway, besides the reactor.
It was the way you worded the question.
No.
Yeah, you just should have said list all the available weapons on the ship, and it would have included the guns, and that wouldn't have mattered
or
if it
just
said them.
list all available weaponry to the ship. Because if
it still doesn't matter. It didn't register exactly what I
So
said.
there's an
but at the
extra
same
rifle
point-
lying around somewhere. That's what we learned. There's an extra rifle, or we can blow the ship up with a fusion reactor.
Wait a minute.
Those are
Fusion
the only-
reactor.
That's what's powering
Question-
the ship.
Are we sure?
Yes.
It's a weapon, even though it's powering the ship. It can be
Yeah.
considered a weapon.
either that or there's a warhead with a fusion reactor warhead.
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering. Is it actually the one that we're dealing with, or is it something else?
That'll be the next round question.
Well, you have some spare time as the enemy is 16,000 kilometers away.
The little ones or the big ones?
One's big one is 19,000.
It didn't come any closer.
How many
Okay.
fusion reactors are there on the ship?
2.
What are the fusion reactors connected to on the ship?
Fusion reactor 1. Ship internal systems. Fusion reactor 2. Nothing. That means the ship is the enemy ship is 17,000, and the little ships are at, I do believe, 10,000.
Is the actual
Would we
second?
be doing other things while she's asking questions?
You can, but she seems to be asking questions in a fast-paced manner, and no one is interjecting. So go ahead.
What systems seem to be in the most need of repair? Now, I'm asking Mac since he can scan the ship.
Wait.
Yeah, so I'm going to see what the damage report is.
I actually have a
Yeah.
nice one. Can the computer?
Wait for it. Wait for it. Let us have a turn, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep it in mind.
Don't forget it.
Right.
Did somebody just roll something?
Where's this?
Oh.
Just the damage to laser turrets at port and aft. That's the damage. Okay.
Was that it?
Fuel 3% and hull 65%.
All right. Also, that one.
Ah, yeah.
I assume there's no way to repair the armor from the inside of the ship.
Yeah, that sounds
That sounds
correct.
well. I don't know if you put armor on the inside, it's the same thickness as it used to be. It's just okay.
Yeah. That one's a bit of a pain.
Hello, Don.
Hello, Don. Oh, hello, Donnie. I'm going to go examine the spare fusion reactor to see if it can be weaponized.
Okay, so you're gonna look for the spare fusion reactor.
Yes.
Okay,
Right,
that
this-
would be an investigate check, I guess.
Oh, okay. Or sensor scan, or ask Mac where it is.
I was going to be
uh,
actually helpful to us.
Well, let us do our turns, please. Investigate. Click the button. I go over here. Do I actually have this as a skill? Yes, I do. 11.
Yeah, it's easy enough to like fusion reactor separate. You decide to check some of the cabinets, going like, okay, there's insignia over there that doesn't say fusion. Ah, that seems like fusion. You open it up, and there's a big box in there that has lots of buttons on it, and on the side it says portable fusion reactor.
In English.
However,
Well, in
whatever language
Ancient
I've been able to figure it out.
Yeah. In
How
ancient T's.
How portable is it?
Oh, it's about 100 kilograms. About 250 pounds.
All right.
Wait.
I might need some help carrying this. Well, okay. I'm going to
It's
spend my
less than that.
time.
It's about 220 pounds or something along those
Let's
lines.
do 20, yeah. I'm going to spend my time figuring out how I can weaponize this somehow. As in set it to overload and send it through the rings.
Okay, that would be the next round business.
Okay.
Stella.
I am listening to everything that's going on around me, but I am keeping my eyes out on the fighters, the
Waiting.
the ships. I'm waiting and I'm ready. I want to know when they get close enough so that I can let the people know to get in the turrets that actually work.
The one
Correct.
that works? Actually,
The one-
yeah. Which ones were damaged, did you say? Aft and port. Okay, so the starboard turret still manned, or UCO'd in this case.
And as soon as they're close enough, I'll let Uko know that we have incoming. So
And the
I'm
automated
watching
defenses should help too.
closely.
Automated
Okay,
defenses seem to
fine.
be small. Pew, 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 pews.
Against fighters, they seem to work well.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing.
So, Mac was doing a thing. Jaelle was doing a thing. Jaelle did a thing. What was Mac doing again?
Well, I requested a damage report.
Oh yeah, you got that. Yeah, okay.
So now it's Jaelle's turn now, right?
Jaelle did a thing in this round, so we go again one time, and 7,000 kilometers and 16,000 kilometers for the enemy.
Should we be moving further away
Yeah.
just to give us
Because-
more time?
You can if you want. to.
it was going and trying to get in between, where all the debris is
The
now.
debris is basically localized in where you are.
Okay, well then we're getting,
You're
We're
going
getting-
nowhere.
okay, fine. Yes.
So,
We're using our forward movement as dodge, as in dodging debris.
Yeah, basically.
become one with the debris. Yes, I am eating debris while becoming debris.
Oh, that's a nice breeze coming from my fan.
Okay, new round, new actions, go.
Jaelle.
So what was your question?
Too late.
Okay.
What
And-
you just did just counteracted what I was going to say and help out. So there's no
So next
Point.
question.
there's no next question.
Okay.
Because my idea was if it was possible, the second one we could put as full blast and give us back the full 100% and take the 3% out and use it as an explosive. Because you don't need 100% back generator to take
it's-
out what we need.
It's the 3% is the fuel we have, not the reactor.
The reactors are fuel.
By
No.
fuel, yes.
I think the issue is the concept of what we've got in our head, because I'm in my head, this portable fusion reactor is not the equivalent to what is actually powering this ship. I think what Dan has found is like the equivalent of basically like a backup generator, so that if say power went out or something like that, or there was a interruption, you take it, power up certain systems,
Yeah,
while
a
you were
backup
then-
system, basically. Yeah.
and you're there use that while you're making repairs to then reconnect power to the rest of the ship. I think that's what that's for.
Yeah, it doesn't have fuel itself. The reactor uses the fuel. It doesn't have fuel.
See, this is why I'm getting confused, because we're not using actual fuel. We are using a warp drive, which is a differentized type of fuel.
That
No,
was for transport. We used fuel.
we use fuel. Remember,
By the warp
we
drive
lost
used
it.
fuel. We got down from 5% down to 3% or 4% just getting here by using fuel by the warp reactor. Now the fusion drive, which is powering all the systems in the ship, is also using fuel. It's still the same fuel.
Technically, the warp drive is just using power provided by the fusion reactor. That is using the fuel to
Using
become
fuel,
power.
okay.
So,
Yeah, but in any case, it's all using the same pool of fuel.
indeed.
But is
So the-
this other generator or
It's not a
warp drive-
generator, it's a reactor.
Okay, is this reactor having its own fuel supply?
No,
Yes, it does
Then
have its
how-
own fuel supply.
Okay,
it does?
Yes.
yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So literally, if we take it and use it as our backup support and use the 3%,
It's in the word portable fusion reactor. So
but it's probably got it's like,
think of
A
a small
battery.
it's more like a small petrol generator.
yes,
It's got a
but
tank.
it's doesn't have enough.
I'm guessing it would probably have about 0.0001%
That is
of the
a
fuel we currently have in our fuel
potential.
tanks.
That's what I think is the issue. I don't think we can use that to replace the fuel that we've lost. Or
No,
What I was getting at is use the portable generator who has its own fuel supply.
Tiny, tiny one.
no, it would be less, and it would not actually help with any of the other things.
Other things.
Again,
Meaning, like,
I think part of this is where we
So,
said
so,
he
so,
said
what,
he said 2 fusion reactors.
my,
So I think Sarah's taking that both are equal.
so what you're suggesting is that you're suggesting that you take a engine that is on a little 2-wheeled moped and placing that in a truck and expecting the truck to run on it. Like, and I don't mean a 4-wheel truck that has a flatbed. I mean like a
a
10-wheeler.
semi.
A semi. You're expecting
Or
to run a
18-wheeler.
semi on a 2-piston engine.
Or an
again,
airplane.
both of them can be used as a weapon. They're probably right now at the same amount of percentage.
Huh? There's no
Mm-mm.
percentage. The fuel is separate from both systems.
Okay, we'll do whatever everybody wants. Janelle is going to check out.
What?
Check out what?
She's stepping away.
Okay. So, okay. Go.
Look after Wendy.
So, who's next?
Them.
Dan?
Where are they at?
Them.
Them.
Them. Seven. So I mentioned
no.
7,000 and 16,000.
Yeah.
No, that's the same number as before.
No, they
Yeah,
haven't moved
'cause it's our
since.
turn.
It's still your turn since then.
It's our turn. So
Technically,
this
you're
is-
big at more than 6 minutes, so okay, fine.
This turn was the turn where I was trying to figure out how to weaponize the reactor.
Right, you are trying to figure out how to weaponize
I'm not
it,
actually
so
going to do
science.
it. I'm not actually going to do it.
Roll me science with intellect because you're trying to figure things out. Not
Seance.
Exactly.
I like
Froggy.
education.
Very confusing.
Oh, I rolled a 12 anyway.
So you go through science and you figure out a few things, and you're pretty sure that one causes if you press these buttons, it will cause a cascade reaction that will cause it to go overdrive and eventually critical.
But
How
not
long?
instantaneously.
Not instantaneous. It's going to take about 2 minutes.
Okay,
How many?
2
Two.
minutes.
perfect. I know what I'm doing next turn.
Now we have to figure out the
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm going to do next turn.
you're reading my mind? That's
So I-
awesome.
Exactly.
What was I thinking?
The
Dan?
rings.
Damn it. You got it.
By the way, purple.
Green.
No,
You were going to ask me what my favorite color was.
no.
Besides, it's green.
No, it's not.
You infidel! Anyway.
Next.
Mac.
I am going to. Dan's going to try a weaponize. I'm going to try and see if I can intercept the communications.
Ooh, good one.
Electronics, please. Ooh, you are able to intercept communications. Yay! You get several messages in a weird alien tongue. Congratulations.
Play them over the speakers.
Basically.
Okay. It is
And
essentially.
can the computer translate it?
Or I could.
Okay.
Yeah. Dan is busy weaponizing some items. So Dan has to use next round to translate or not weaponize things. Okay. Right. Meanwhile,
Or
Well, Mac did ask, can the computer translate it?
translation software not installed.
bless it. You're making it so hard for us.
Hey, yeah. Because I don't want to translate them so easily. Can't give you all the good stuff. Come on. I gave you a badass spaceship with a badass space cannon. You want more? Goddamn greedy sons of guns. But yeah, you are, however, receiving a direct communication.
From Earth? From bad guys?
From approaching vessel.
Click.
On the cockpit screen appears a Anubis helmet staring at the screen. There are words of alien tongue which Dan immediately picks up on. we order you to cease intervening and flee immediately, or you will be destroyed. This is your final warning.
Can I? Is it a two-way communication, or are they just sending?
I don't know.
Well, I'll yell back towards the screen if they're still on the screen and say, abandon your attack on this planet or be destroyed like your fellows out here. And yes, I'll use that silly accent.
Give me a persuasion roll.
With education?
Social.
Oh, fuck.
Or intellect.
Oh, okay. I'll take
Intellect.
It's better than social. Six.
Your foolishness will cost you your lives. And the message is cut. The transmission is cut. The fighters are now 4,000 kilometers away. The base ship
Okay.
is 15,000 kilometers away.
So the fighters are out of their range, but they're within range of our
One gun.
turret. Yes. And if we keep backing up away from them, we can maintain that distance forever. Well,
No,
not
not
forever,
really, but yeah.
Because they're not traveling, they're traveling slower than we can. And we can shoot and they can't. But it might take forever for our one Uko to try and will he blow up our gun first or not?
Indeed.
I guess I could try and repair the other one.
You could try, yeah.
We need it.
Yes,
But
Mac, what do you want to do this round? You're muted?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you just didn't say anything then.
Yeah.
Dun, dun. Already over time, by the way.
Actually, Mac, why don't you work on the controls for the ring system?
Yeah. I think that is a good idea, actually. Yeah. So I'm just going to get a better understanding of how this ring system works and what its actual range is.
Okay, engineer?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Intellect,
electronics you're good at, not
Intellect,
engineer.
yes.
Pretty sure 12.
Oh, by the way, Stella, you being on the pilot seat, are you using your engines to get away from the enemy, or are you staying still?
We are trying to stay within all of the debris.
Okay.
So technically, no. We're just
Staying still.
going with the staying in the debris to try
Jogging
and,
around, avoiding the debris.
Right.
at that point, wouldn't the debris have already settled?
No,
So
we're only talking 6 minutes each turn.
So Mac doesn't have any idea what the range is on those things. Those transporting rings.
We know they're at least 1,000 kilometers.
Well, they didn't use it until you were 1,000 kilometers away.
Yes.
It
so they're
might
at least-
have something to do with your dodging, or they just don't work further than that. One or the other.
But we know they're at least 1,000. next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Because
don't
the fight
understand that.
continues.
I don't
Yeah.
get it.
It's Dragon Ball Z was famous for fight scenes lasting several episodes.
Oh,
okay.
It's the same fight for
Um,
13 episodes, so yeah.
Well,
Get used to
I
it.
can either try again on the rings, or I can try and repair a turret gun.
You can choose. What about Jaelle? You want to do anything? Okay.
I'm just keeping track of where the ships are. See if there's
So
anything I
what
could.
do you guys suggest? Rings or turret?
Rings.
Okay.
What do you think, Mac?
Thinking. I don't think we can ourselves take over a ship like that, but if get these
Transport that thing over there? That takes 2
Transports.
minutes?
over.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
If we find out that the range is like 20,000 kilometers, then we can just start backing away and then blow them away without having to get within 1,000 kilometers of them to shoot at them.
Correct. That's what I was thinking as well.
Okay, I'm convinced. I'm going to try and figure out the rings.
Okay. You're trying to
Cool.
figure out rings, so engineering, please. With intellect. And
Oh,
no
great.
thanks, not without a date.
Take you to dinner.
But not on the first date.
Nope, I haven't a fucking clue.
I don't want to know.
You are convinced that they have
are
infinite range.
Yes.
It's just a matter of hitting where you're targeting.
Yeah. Okay, that plan's not going to work.
Great.
Actually, they're built into the ship, right? So, Jaelle, why not just ask the ship what the range of these things is?
Okay. I think we may have upset her.
Okay.
No. Okay, so
Well, then Mac asked.
I am sitting in the pilot seat, so I'll ask. What are the range of
the
wait a
ring
minute.
transport.
Well, why would they know that? Why would our ship know
It's
about
built
the
into
range?
the ship. It's
Not
part of the
ours.
ship. Yes.
No.
Yes,
It is?
you need
Oh,
rings
okay.
on both. You need rings on both
It's-
ends.
Okay.
It's like a telephone call. You need for it to work.
I-
You need telephones on both ends.
Or in this
Okay.
case, cell phones.
But that's what I thought was it was something that was attached to, okay, forget it. Never mind. Losing it. Okay, so what is the range for the transporter rings?
unknown.
How can it be unknown?
I think no one's ever actually tested how far they can.
How can it be unknown?
Or it might be a question of how much power do you have? Whether you are, the more power you need.
Okay.
There
There's-
is no designated maximum range on ring device.
Do you need to know the address of the other rings,
I'm thinking
or
that's
can
what
it
we need to know.
detect them?
Right. Or is it what is the limitation? Next question is what is the line?
Well,
Unobstructed
hey,
line of sight.
unobstructed line of sight. Okay. So
Well,
we
can
if we
see
can
that
see
thing.
that, we can see that. How do somebody knows? Which one of you knows how to work the darn thing?
Nobody.
Nobody yet.
I thought one of you. Oh no, you didn't.
How about the
Yeah.
Uko? Does the Uko know?
No, they don't. They don't deal with
How do you-
that stuff.
What?
Remember?
What do you mean?
Okay, you don't remember that
They're an
they
advanced civilization, advanced further than we are.
just
Yes, you.
no. What?
Well,
They were traveling to other planets before we did.
and they kept
Yeah.
themselves, and they've got enough technology to keep themselves safe from the system lords. Whether or not they've got the same technology that would help them understand the rings, that's another matter.
They might even have rings. Who knows?
Mm.
Let's ask.
Okay, let's ask.
Tästä napista kun painaa, niin se lähtee toimimaan.
Right now they're speaking Finnish.
AKA, you press that button and it works from there. This is where you select the target. You can see the designation when you click on this. It changes designation of what this is targeting.
Can you target it at the pyramid out there in front of us?
Yeah, I have two options here.
Oh, what's the
Are the
other
two
option?
options?
The other pyramid?
Probably.
Well, there's
Um,
two other pyramids.
Yeah,
Remember
there's-
that.
Yes, that's why there's two options. Can you target it at which one do we want to get rid of? I don't think we want to blow it up over the.
It depends on which one
Planet.
is designated that and which one is designated this. Because
The
these seem to be random assortment of letters. I don't see any meaning behind them.
Oh, so we'll blow up one of the random ships.
It's like
There's a simple way of doing that.
It's like the
precision
automatically generated passwords for for
Okay. The thing is, I assume it's using the ship sensors to actually see.
Mm-hmm.
So if we point the ship sensors such that they can only see the one in space, does it narrow it down
It does.
to only one target?
Yeah.
Yes.
It does.
That way we can figure out which is which. This random letters is the one in space. This random letters is the one on the planet. Okay.
Indeed.
Which one do we want to try and blow up?
The one in space, that's the one that's affecting us now. But do we want to get the one down? If we do the one in space, we still have to contend with the one down there.
I think it's going to be, when you look at it, they're
2,000
probably
kilometers and 15,000 kilometers. Or was it 14,000? Well, they'll make it 14,000.
Okay. Let's target the one in space. Maybe the one on the ground will run away after it's seen two of its buddies blown up. And somebody else can intimidate them. Unfortunately, you don't speak the language. Okay. Get the Uko to lock on to the one that's in
Space.
Oh. In space. How long did it take between the rings showing up and the people arriving?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay. So if we overload the reactor for 1 minute and 40 seconds, they won't have time to react and send it back here.
You assume.
Yeah. I mean,
But there is a variance to that. It's your guess on how this works. So it might be 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It might be 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's about 2 minutes.
Mr. Uko, is there any way to deactivate the rings for a short period of time?
I guess you could rip out the cores or something.
That's no, I didn't mean permanently. I just mean like turn them off for a minute
Maybe.
so they can't be used. Because what we could do is ring the bomb. Hello, bomb. Hello. Let there be light. Sorry, another. What was that? Star reference. If we send the bomb and then turn off our rings, they
So
can't
they
send
can't
it
send
back.
it back.
The only person they could send it to would be the ship on the their own ship, because that would be the only other rings around.
Question,
Mhm.
can we do something to the device to make sure that they can't turn it off when it gets over there? So
Yeah, if you're old enough engineering, yeah, I suppose.
Not electronics, but engineering, of course.
Or mechanics. Mechanics would also.
Mechanics works if I can use education.
No, this is an unknown device. You're gonna have the jury rig that.
Aha! Here's the trick. Since we'll have about a minute and a bit, we take the device and put it in a box with a lid, but not quite put on yet. And we take that box and put it in another box. And we take that box and we put it in another box.
Yes,
And then we
the amount of
activate-
boxes in your pocket is currently how many?
0.
I don't know. I got like $5,000 to buy things.
In the van.
Yeah, the van's in the cargo bay.
What
maybe not.
cargo bay?
Yeah, I know. It was worth a try. Basically, a box and a box and a box. And we set it to explode. We put the lids on the boxes so they won't have time to get all the boxes open in time. Okay, I'm going a little Christmas present silly.
A laser thread next to you is firing. I don't want to pick that up. That's cats now. Yeah, the laser thread misses the fighters. They're too agile. Okay.
Oh, because they're within 5,000 kilometers. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Well, we can time it so that they either don't have enough time or we might blow ourselves up.
Well, either way, I do believe we can let you simmer on that fact for the next week or so, and we'll get back to this on the next weekend when we will be having a different layout of people attending. Hopefully, I will be one of them. If not, yeah, no, we're gonna miss you, and they're gonna miss the enemy ship because you're not aiming.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, you're a gunner. But maybe Carlos can add his magic points. I don't know.
You're gonna be a gunner instead of a gunner.
A gunner. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been fun playing with you guys again after a break, and hopefully I will see a lot of you guys next week. I don't feel like raiding today, so we're gonna go ahead and end with the banter mode. Any inputs or commentary at this point?
I had fun.
Yeah. And goal down.
I kept blowing things up.
What's the fun?
How many twos can you roll in one session?
There wasn't a lot of yelling.
Also, Sarah, are you okay?
There's other things going on. Let's just
Okay.
Might just be better just to
Yeah.
say goodbye.
Yeah. Okay.
bye guys.
Thank you all for attending. See you next week. Bye bye.
Bonus nachos, everybody.
Bonus nacho.